Oh, sorry. I didn't know I was live. And as you can see the caption, the light is too bright, so let me put on my glasses. As you can see the caption, for me, I don't mince words. I say things the way they are. Perhaps it's one of the reasons I do not have too many friends. The caption you've seen is about National Science and Maths Quiz. I mean, I've said it, I've written about it. I said it's a useless program. Very, very useless. What does it add? Please take two things I'm saying. I am not saying that those who organize it are useless. I'm not saying that the kids who participate in it are useless. I'm not saying that the schools who give their kids out are useless. The kids are very brilliant. Those who organize the thing, they organize it very well. But I'm saying that the program itself is useless. It's completely chaff, nothing. It has nothing. And I say it openly. I said it on multimedia page and people insulted me so much. I don't care. But I'm saying it on my own video. If you insult me, no problem. National Science and Maths Quiz is a very useless program. What does it add? Look, everywhere in the world there are a competition in every discipline. Science, they compete. In geography, they compete. In other areas, they compete. But they compete with innovations. These days, who has time for all this X, Y, raised to the power, this and this, and somebody will shout an answer, then people will be shouting, doing knockouts up and down here and there. A science program. A very, very, very good science program. At the end of it, what do we gain? National Science and Maths Quiz, it has been in existence for the past 20 years. Tell me, what have we unearthed? The definition of education means to unearth, to bring out your innermost potential. And that's why Maria Montessori would define that every single person in this world is not a tabula rasa. Everybody has some kind of brain. Everybody has some kind of innate giving. And that's what education is all about. Education is all about bringing out your innermost part of you that can help to solve your problems and solve the problem of the nation. So if National Science and Maths Quiz has been in existence for the past 20 years, tell me, what exact problem, what innovation, what can we point to and say that this is the product? Forget all the fact that maybe those who win, they get some kind of scholarship, they travel to Dubai and go and watch beaches and go to Kenya and look at elephants and come back. Or people award them with laptops and then that's all. So that's not what I'm talking about. If education was all about that one, those guys don't need National Science and Maths Quiz to be able to get that. They're already brilliant. They are really brilliant chaps. But what I'm saying is that we are misusing them. We are misusing brilliant kids. These are kids who can sit down and come up with the best innovative way of solving problems. Watch those students who are using some kind of technology to make sure that whilst you step on a speed ramp, it generates electricity. And then maybe you realize that maybe that particular electricity can power, let's say, a traffic light. So two things: the traffic light will stop you, the rumble strip will stop you, it will stop you. Then when you step on it, the traffic lights will come on and tell you to slow down. That's how people think. When COVID came, somebody came out with a solar way of doing hand washing. That's thinking. People have, I know some guys who have designed a drilling machine, like all the way in Bolga. The guy, didn't even finish junior high school. You go check around Nigeria and other places, you will see that a lot of people are now coming out with innovative way. Other countries, when science students are computing, JHS, check China, JHS students are those who compete in how to design wallpapers on mobile phones that we use. We download them. They design how to use, they design a template, they design themes for phones, they design ringing tones. That's why people are now competing. This thing that X raised to the power this minus this, where to find the limit of this, everybody will say this. Hey. And because the thing has been in existence for this long, it has been in existence for all this long, there's now a pool of the questions. All the students, they go look at the pool of the questions and solve as many as possible. So if the school happened to be there and the set of questions they have solved happen to, some of them happen to be majority of the questions they ask, they will flow. It's kind of a rehearsed kind of thing. We saw the video that is trending where the quiz madam didn't even go middle of the question, and then that Keta school guy answered it already. It's a pattern. The guy has already read the thing because there are full of questions from National Science and Maths quiz all over the years. Why are they going to get the question and be changing them? You see? So everybody will go and rehearse and come before X this. Oh, the answer is this. Yeah, what are we getting? What kind of science program that the winners are given opportunity to travel to Dubai to go and look at beaches? Meanwhile, if you go to Dubai and look at the beaches, it took their sciences who came out with innovative way of making the beaches attractive. It took the students from that Kenya, where you have their national park, who came out with innovative way of making the place attractive. Now, if you look at Rwanda, scientists also compete. They compete as to how to launch spacecraft. That's what they are doing now. They compete as to how to design or how to come out with innovative way of making sure that gutters don't smell. People are competing as to how to come out with a packaging material that is biodegradable. So you package the thing and go home. When you even throw it, within 3 days you won't find it. It will dissolve. And to keep the environment clean. People have come out with innovative way. In Ghana here, the many things that we eat, how many of them can we export? Pito has been in existence for the past 500 years. Up north, everybody knows how to brew Pito. Till date, who know how to package Pito, and it will be a drink. Coca-Cola, they have been in existence for how long now? When they started also like a drink. Sobolo has been here. What innovative have we added to it? These are the things I wanted the schools to compete on. If you have school, let's say that the program should be like a fair, where students are going to compete at regional levels or district levels. So we get the best innovative school. They come and compete at regional level. We get the best innovative school. At the end of it, we are going to have every year we should have 10 best innovations coming from the best innovative senior high schools. These are the innovative ideas. And if somebody wins, those who are sponsoring the show, then you don't put the money into making sure that the innovative become a whole business idea, and those who came out with the idea will manage it. They'll get other people. This is the idea we have come out with. Now we have a lot of fiber coming from plantain and other plants. Don't we need bags? Don't we need fiber for so many things? I saw some innovation in somewhere where people use plantain fiber to be able to make pads for women. Why don't we put that? Is the kind of thing that we should be talking about. So that one, when you are able to to be the winner, so the scientists will sit back and then they will watch the students come to present and tell us how it will be done. We see it practically. This is the practical thing that they are talking about. So we see that no, this particular school, they have the best innovation, or the first 10 best innovations, then maybe the second 10, and then in that order. Then we find out now business people will now invest in that innovations, and then those innovations become a whole value chain of products that is helping the country, helping those who came out with the innovation. They now have copyright for it. They are the owners of the innovations, and then people invest money into it. They make it into large production. People benefit. It solves the problem and solve their own conditions. Than to gather children and come here. Look, I have this year's own. I've been there. I've been there several times. I've gone there, I sat back, and then I was watching, and I said, at the end of it, what do we gain? Nothing. That's the point. That's what I wrote. That's what I wrote there. What is it? What is the difference between Dawa Dawa and Maggie Cube? And then Onga? But Dawa Dawa has been in existence for God knows how long now. Till today, we can't add any innovation on it and package it and make it an export product. I just mentioned Pito. I mentioned Sobolo. We have so which particular school? But if we were actually dealing with innovations, dealing with a way of solving some kind of problem, look at the environment. Very dirty. So we keep on solving this X raised to the power this and this and this for God knows how long. Still nothing is changing. Kumasi, go down here. Our Junction, every year it is flooded. Maybe some of the things I'm talking about may be too high for senior high school, but there are some basic things that senior high school students are, especially as brilliant as they are, they will be able to, they'll be able to think through. And our definition of even brilliance is wobbly. We think that these guys who are able to solve x raised to the power this and this and this and this, they are the most brilliant ones. And that is what all of us have followed through, have been looking for certificates and A4 sheet for God knows how long now, and nothing is changing. Even President Nanado knows that our educational system is not correct, it's not problem solving. And so when programs like this, like National Science and Maths Quiz and everything, they are coming up, they should now restructure the program in such a way that it will inform policymakers that no, our education, the way our education was structured, it was not the best. So this National Science and Maths Quiz should introduce something very, very, very different from the way our mainstream education has always been, so that we will all see the product from it, and it will compel policymakers to realize that no, this particular program, National Science and Maths Quiz, is even generating more useful products that is helping the economy, helping what the nation, than our main education. And it will force our people to drift back to, or to get back to that one, to get back to a practical education, a useful education. Then we also join the whole trail and come there. You find everybody, hey, this one, what is it? This particular school has solved this one. Hey, Madam is reading riddle. You don't even get middle. Somebody has answered. Yeah, what kind of education is that one? What kind of education? And I have mentioned it. All the innovative, the small innovations we have seen in Ghana here, which those who are sponsoring National Science and Maths Quiz will never sponsor those ones. Those ones came from students who have never participated in this and can't even get the opportunity to participate. Those I have already mentioned, like the solar panel hand washing something. The car, that guy who used scraps to design a car from Kumasi here, that guy has ever had opportunity? Will he ever even get the opportunity to be in National Science and Maths Quiz? Because he's thinking of solving a problem, and somebody is thinking of how to, is trying to remember questions, trying to remember what he has rehearsed to go and get attention of people who clap hands and say, hey, this and this and this and this. And it's a useless program. What is it? Let us be very frank about it. And check something. Most of those useless programs are those that get a lot of sponsorship. So the television people, at least they are business people, they want their own money. So as long as they can get people who pay for their airtime, then they make their money. They don't care. So it's not the fault of the television people. Supposing we had brought in a lot of people who said that okay, it's possible to use konkonti to change water to make powder out of it. What about that? What about if somebody said that no, it's possible to use, let's say, boots, a crop from my area, then the product of it is capable of making bread. I can turn it to make bread. But I can turn it to make milk out of it. So if somebody come out with that kind of innovation, and then you say that you want to sponsor, then you sponsor it, and the person is able to win the competition, then your sponsorship package should include that, okay, if you are able to win the competition, or those who win the competition, we are going to sponsor mass production of whatever the person has come out with. And that's how things should be. And this one we have to face the fact and say it. Because those who organize, the organizers of National Science and Maths Quiz are level-headed. In fact, the quiz madam is a professor. Madam herself is a professor. And madam knows very well that what the people are doing there is not the best. It's adding nothing. It's just zero. It's just entertainment. It's complete entertainment and it's useless. It adds nothing. People say that it inspires other students to learn. To learn what? What does it inspire? Most of these things that we do in Ghana here for attention seeking and other things, it doesn't motivate anybody. I've said that, look, Teachers Day, national best teacher and other things. Has it motivated any teacher to work hard in a classroom? Never. Farmers Day, has it ever motivated people to go into farming? Nothing. Who is going to get motivated? Because some of these things are structured. The winner and whatsoever is kind of like structured already. Who is going to get motivated? The fact that you go and give one single farmer a house and whatsoever doesn't motivate the rest of the farmers to go into farming. That's what motivates people. You go and give one teacher this and this and this, and is that what motivates? What motivates the teachers is across board making sure that at least every single teacher has dignity in labor. Some dignity in labor. Recognize the teachers in whatever they do. Pay them well. All this thing we hear, unemployment up and down here and there. It's not that there are no jobs, but the jobs are not paying. So somebody is doing a job and realize that no, what is it? I've not been paid. What I'm paying is better if I were not working. So the person thinks he's unemployed. If we're paying cleaners well, paying messengers well, paying drivers well, no, the devil will not say that I am unemployed. So that's just by the way. So the issue I'm talking about is that National Science and Maths quiz, it doesn't motivate students to study. If anybody challenge me, check the statistics of performance of students from the time National Science and Maths quiz started up to now. Don't just look at the raw score, but when people come out and they enter the job market, how they are able to do. These same kids, if you want, go and give them a common Microsoft Word to edit. They don't know how to go about it. But go and ask them maybe a question about computer science and whatsoever, they'll do it. So what is it? Already we have an educational system that is not helping, and then we organize educational program that is also not helping. And we are the same people who go to sit on TV and say that, oh, Ghanaian education is not problem solving, it's not helping, it's not doing anything. And then when we are organizing programs, we don't organize programs that will let policymakers and whosoever that is involved to know that, no, we've made a mistake, or the system we are running is not good. This is how it's supposed to have been. This should have been a model system for people to see how our educational system should be structured to, to inure or to whip up interest in innovative thinking. That's what National Science and Maths should have done. It should have been a model for the whole educational system to emulate and know that, yeah, I think this is what we should be thinking. We should be gearing towards, and we could have used that one as a case study to be able to now draft a very complete policy to change the curriculum and everything. Then we also organize a program after we have known that the first one, that the main one we were running, is not solving any problem. We come and organize a program that is not also solving anything. So who is who here? Who is deceiving who here? So that's the point. Those of you who saw the post, who saw that I put the post there, I put some on multimedia. Those of you who were insulting me and other things, me, I don't really care about that one. But I'm saying it as it is. It is completely useless program and it has nothing. It's better they scrap it. Look for another way of, like, what is it? For me, I will not even encourage my brother or my sister to even say he wants to participate in this. I will encourage him to to be thinking of how to solve his some few problems. Some of these guys who are there, who are answering the things, and before you realize, some of them don't even know how to sweep. They can't even lay their own bed sheet. What kind of education is this? Education is just talking education, talking education, talking. Everybody is just talking. Nobody is solving anything. Everybody is just talking. The same thing, we organize program that is also talking. Somebody said that there was a practical aspect of it. Please let me tell you something. The practical aspect of what National Science and Maths is doing is not practical. There are textbooks that people have written. The theory is there. The guys look at the theory and try to follow it. It's like a YouTube tutorial that you are watching the tutorial and you are doing something. That is not innovation. That's somebody's work the person has done, has written the document. You are using the document to follow it. Okay, you want to perform or you want to do some kind of electricity. Then you join this wire here. Then you are following the thing. It is written down there. Then you follow it. Join this one here. Come and remove this one here. Add this chemical here. At the end, you get this reaction. This will be the result. Is that innovation? So what is it? That's it. My name is Biba Bright, and I always do this. Whatever that is supposed to be, or what to be done, it should be. I watched Professor Lumumba some few moments ago, and he was lamenting as to how Africa we are. 55 countries, when they gave us COVID-19 vaccine, none of the countries could authenticate whether the thing is fine or it is not fine. Which African country could authenticate the COVID-19 vaccine that we all got injected? Because the white man said that it was a vaccine, we all took it. And look at our universities, big universities, big universities all over the place. But when the vaccine came, which of the university was able to authenticate and then challenge the vaccine? None. Nobody was able to challenge the vaccine. We don't even believe in ourselves, because over the time we've been learning theory and following people's standards, following people do this. The same way we are instructing the student to also come and join whatever the mistakes we have made. It's the same kind of learning that we have been through, and we are sitting down here with certificates. We can't do anything. Mechanical engineering, you see, carry your car and go to Swami people, and the guys who have not been to school are those who solve the problem. Before you even put the car down, the guy can just listen to the engine and tell you that no, the rims are dead. What is it? Maybe the piston is shifted or something. He hasn't been to school, and you are a professor. You bring your thing there, and that's what the guy will tell you. So these guys are what they're around here. They can't even fix a bicycle. This science and math quiz and whatsoever, they can't fix a bicycle. They can't even fix their own shoe. So there are a lot of mirage of problems in Ghana here that these brilliant chaps should have used their brilliance to help all of us come out of them. And then the schools, even those who are the old boys who always go there to shout, this is what we should have been doing. Now, some of us have, where we have educated ourselves to a higher level. So if I know my old school, the Great Bogatanga Senior High School, okay, they are going to participate in this competition and they want innovative ideas. The 1,001 ideas I have that I don't know how to go about it, I write to them and say, okay, I want you to win. Maybe you should try this and try this. The whole committee on the program will sit on it. They will consider so many ideas. People will come. I can go and support and say, okay, this is how I think this should be done. Because I want my school to win. At the end of it, if my school is winning, they are winning with a palpable evidence of something that is solving a problem in Ghana here. It will help me. It will help the one who came out with it. In fact, it will even create a job for that person, and create another plenty jobs around. So every year 10 school, the best innovative ideas. Every year 10, every year 10. But the same way, and it has the whole thing has followed us all the way to the universities. You come first degree, you do it. Well, you do a project. The project can solve any problem. Masters, you do a project, it doesn't solve any problem. PhD, you do a project, it doesn't solve any problem. Am I lying? So all the projects we have done in Ghana here, because it has always been talking education, talking education, and that's what we appreciate. The best lies, the best lies, the best grammar, everything, we all put it there and then come. Okay, this person won. So look, the point I want to end here, but the point I am making is that those guys are brilliant. We are misusing them. They are very brilliant and they are misusing them. There are other students who are left in the school thinking that because they are not inside among the National Science and Math Quiz class, they are not good. You see? But trust me, they are also good. The guys are brilliant, but we are misusing them. That's the point. There are other students who could have been better when it comes to innovations, but there are those who will not get the attention that these guys are getting. Perhaps these guys should have gotten an attention on a different dimension, where they are actually solving a problem, and then their names will be written in the sands of time. That it was Prempeh College that came out with the idea of using, let's say, ordinary wraps or using plantain fiber to manufacture pads for women. The name will be there. And so at the end we will say that, okay, we are looking at the secondary school. Which of the secondary school has come out with the best brilliant ideas? Let me tell you, that particular child who came out with that idea, that idea will be there, and it will be his name. His grandchildren will come and know that it was my father who invented this. That's how Einstein and then Adam Smith and all came about. They came out with something. And then they are being recognized till date. We still reference them. This particular case, some of them should have been referenced by now. Their innovative idea should have been a reference point. Anybody will get up, I'm wearing a fabric, and I'll know that it was this particular secondary school chap who came out with the idea of maybe designing a fabric that will look this way or that will be this way. Or designing a machine that is capable of, like, let's say, detecting. What is it? Before I talk about that one, have you heard? Some people did a research work and they can use a dog to detect who is having COVID-19 and who is not having COVID-19. Don't we have dogs in Ghana here? And the dogs they use are canine. Canine dogs are there in Ghana here plenty. That's an idea. Somebody could come out of it. We know a lot of animals can also be used. Now, in UK, they use dogs to know who has COVID and who doesn't have COVID. That's ideas. And that's the point I want us to reach. And so whosoever discovered that particular idea in UK, the name will be there in the sands of time. If you are participating in National Science and Maths Quiz, then you win. Like those who went in St. Augustine or Prempe or something like that. Or Big Boss or something like that. In the sense of time, who is going to say that, okay, during my time I won National Science and Maths Quiz, and so what? So what kind of remembrance is that? But if, what is it, somebody came out with this kind of water that I am drinking, and are we aware that today, people no longer, what is it, the water that we are drinking, some countries, they don't pick the water from underground, because underground is full of mercury. So what they do, they know the atmosphere is full of vapor, it's full of atmospheric vapor. So they have a way of collecting it. They collect everything together. They have a way of siphoning all the humidity in the atmosphere and turn it into water. That's the purest water you can find. And it was students who discovered it. In Dubai, where our National Science and Maths Quiz people win, and we carry them to go and look at beaches, their students have come out with innovative idea of creating microclimate. So anytime they want to rain, it will rain. In Dubai now, what is it? They have the technology that will kick off by in the next 5 years. So if anytime they want rain to come, it will rain. You see how people are thinking. In Ghana, waterway, flooding up and down. But is it not an innovative idea? Somebody to say that, okay, the government, you can't stop people from building waterways. But what about coming out with a policy that, okay, if you buy your land, it is waterway, you can only do footed building. So the building is on top of a foot, the water pass under. Simple. What about if somebody come out with innovative idea and say that, okay, if you, no matter who you are, your house, you must not floor it, because too much hard surface brings flooding. These are small ideas that I think that junior high school students, they will just look around. The teachers will just let them explore. The national, if you want to participate, you allow the student, you take them to the field, let them explore, go to villages, go to market, go to other places. They will discover at least one problem. And then they will find a way to solve that problem. So that will be their main work. And then by the end of everything, we know that this is what this particular school has come out with. And by now, some schools, they would have always been the reference point. Others would have, people would have been coming to them to consult them, to say that, okay, how did you come out with an idea of packaging dawa, of packaging pito, packaging what is it for transport? How did you manage to turn or to extract, let's say, a binding material from ash for building people? How did you do that? They would have been consultants. They would have been kids, but they would have been consultants to people from other places. Then we gather them, and then they are here making noise. They are knocking guns. As I'm sitting here, I can even hear some of them. They go and drink tramadol and come out. Only the 3-4 people who are participating. The rest, they just misbehave. And you see fine old students shouting there. Eh? Okay. I think the rant is okay. I'll leave it here. And then... So that has been my video of today. In the current form of National Science and Maths Quiz, I've never supported it. I have criticized it openly. You can insult me the way you want. I will continue to criticize it. I will continue to say that it's a useless program, even though Ghanaian education is useless. But that one is not our fault. It's not our president's fault. It's not anybody's fault. It is the way it is being structured from time immemorial. So we have to work hard to change that structure. But before that, any other educational program should be a model to let people know that the former model we have been using has been very useless. And this is the model that we are now practicing. And this particular, so there will be a proven record. There will be a proven record as to why the old one, the old structure that we are practicing right now is useless. But you have a useless, what is it, an educational system. Then you come and organize useless educational programs. What is that? Anyway, it don't do. Thank you. My name is Bright, and those of you who are watching, thanks very much for watching. What is it? Let the video go viral. What is this? The quiz madam, she's just around here. Once she finishes, I'm going to greet her. I'm just going to move to the place and I'm going to say hi to her. Thanks very much. God bless you. Those of you who are watching, I can't see your names. I would have loved to say thank you very much. But if you are watching, about 12 people are watching right now, thanks very much, and I'm grateful. I see there's a comment here. Yeah, somebody say I'm watching Nicholas Amaniampong. Okay, what's your problem? Oh well, my problem is what I have already articulated. Except you tell me what I have articulated. If there is something there that you don't understand or you disagree with, I'm always open-minded, and I don't think that I'm a repository of knowledge, but I have my views, and I am when I'm convicted about my views, I stand by them. And I've given references. I'm not the only person who is condemned. Even the quiz madam herself on KSMC also rebuked the program. Go and watch the video. So, and let me also say that I have not said that the kids are bad. I said the kids are being misused. They are very intelligent, and we should find a proper way of using them. And I've given many examples as to how to use them. And I've also said that those who organize the program, maybe they are not those I'm criticizing. I am criticizing the program itself. The media people who are there, creating the platform, they are business people. They don't even have anything. They don't have anything to do with what I'm talking about. So it's not they are making. They are making their money. So that's the point. So I'm watching. That is it. Yes, you say the curriculum has to be looked at. Yeah, I agree with you. The curriculum we have in Ghana here is absolutely chaff. It's just useless. If you think, anybody who think that what I'm saying it is not true, check our educational system and see something. The same place that is flooding has been flooding for more than 15 years now. It is the same place that is still flooding. What kind of education doesn't solve problems? There's a season for cholera outbreak in Ghana here. When that season comes, it will break. Our education has not been able to figure out how to make sure that we go out of it. CSM outbreak up north, every year it comes. When it is coming, we all know it will come. Our educational system cannot figure it out. So what kind of education that you are there? The same problem reoccur every year, and we are not solving it. And we all say that we are education, we build them big mansions, and we are not solving anything. How? The same thing that has been killing our forefathers when education wasn't there, it's the same thing that is killing us right now. So what has this current education done? What have we achieved? And to the best of my knowledge, most of the rich men in Ghana here are those who didn't even go far in education. Some of them became rich before they even got their masters and whatsoever. Plenty of people who get masters and PhD and they are sitting at home. They can't solve their own problems. Can't even create small business. I am one sitting here. Can't solve any problem of myself. That's the system. And because of the rot and the pain I'm going through, the reason why I don't want these brilliant kids to follow the same trajectory. There are too many brilliant kids who are coming up, and with the fact that we now have so many opportunities like the current IT technology that is available, while kids are busy developing applications that can solve small problems, and they generate money from it. Somebody would look at those who design TikTok and everything, how much they make a day. That's the point. And we have made those mistakes. We didn't know. We were not guided. No one told us. So we were just there, just following book, A4 sheet, just collecting certificate. We were not we're not interested in skills. And those who actually bothered about skills, like the Steve Jobs and co, they are the better off today. They are the better off today than those of us who are. And check something, anytime somebody is using his skill in doing something, it generates money. What money? Lewin is better than plenty professors in Ghana here. Am I lying? Far, far better. Which school has he been to? Acrobeto and co. Acrobeto is hosting a program on UTV. The program is the most watched program and is the most referenced program that you can ever find. Has he been to school? There are PhDs, in journalism who host program on TV. They don't even get 5 people watching. That's what I'm talking about. We have a system that is not helping, and it's about time we face it head on. Agrobeto has been. How many times has people referenced him? Nice program. Nana McBrown's program, another nice program. Look at the number of people who watch the program anytime she's on set. What school has he been to? I'm not too sure Nana McBrown has even first degree. Now go and look for the plenty big lawyers and the big PhD holders who are also journalists and the host programs on TV. And how many people watch them? We go there with educational, with A4 sheets, no skill. So if we've made mistake, we need to be very bold and tell those who are following, because I feel that this brilliant case have been underutilized. In fact, they are being misused. We can use them to solve a lot of problems. Thank you. Thank you. I'll leave it here. I think I've spoken enough. And I'm grateful to all of you for watching. Thank you. God bless you.